Yes, Shiva, how are you?
Very good, sir. How are you?
Yes, I'm good. So, Shiva, how was the celebrations? And on the result today, what happened? How you came to know about the result?
Actually, it was a surprise, sir. Actually, someone had texted me, congratulations, sir.
Uh,
So the nervousness was taken out initially, sir. So I was expecting my name on the list because someone has sent me the congratulations message. So I just expected the name to be there and it was there, sir. It was rank 363, sir.
yes, yes. How are the parents and how the family? What you did on the result today? See, one
So
thing
the,
you have to. One thing I will tell that. See, in 10 lakhs competition, getting that much good rank is a very great achievement, rare achievement. Because I also came through this process. So that happiness is something very tremendous happiness. So how you celebrate now? How papa, father, mother, what they did?
yes, sir, everyone was happy. But actually, to be very honest, my initial expectation after seeing 363 was a bit of disappointment, sir. I expected it to be a bit more. But when everything sank in, when I saw how many people did not qualify the exam in the exam, sir, I came to terms with the results, sir. I was happy, sir.
Are you writing prelims on June 5th?
No, sir, I'm not writing it, sir. Actually, I had given IFS as my second option, sir. So as an OBC, I think I'll probably be getting it.
Yeah.
So I'm not writing it this time, sir.
Okay. So the next year aspirants want to know your strategy, how you prepared for your prelims so that it will help them, 100% will help them. What was your prelim strategy?
Prelim strategy basically depended on going through the basic books, Lakshmikant Spectrum, NCERT Geography, and all this stuff. It's all, actually known, sir. The sources are widely available. But what I feel after seeing the 2019-2021 paper is that it's getting highly unpredictable. So the success or qualification prelims, according to me, mainly depends on how many mocks you attend and how confident and calm you are on the day of the examination, sir. Because seeing the paper, what I think is that even if you are thorough with all the basic books, you can't be sure of qualifying the paper unless and until you're confident on that day, sir. So one has to practice being calm on the day of examination as well as attending a lot of mock tests, sir,
Any
which actually
specific, yes, any specific strategy? Why? Because some aspirants might doing revision notes, or some aspirants might be totally depending upon the papers, question papers, test papers. So such type of any unique thing you did?
my strategy was completely based on writing as many mock tests as possible, sir. And just looking at the mistakes. I didn't make specific notes about the mistakes, but just the logic about the logic I used to solve the question and why I got it wrong, sir. Because due to the unpredictable nature of prelims, we can never expect the questions to be similar to what we see in the mocks. The mock test should primarily be used to develop your confidence and predicting the correct answers when you're not sure about the questions. So it's everything is about mock test and being mindful on the day of examination. So being calm.
True, true. Uh, what about CSAT?
CSAT, I didn't give any specific practice for that, sir. I felt that it is probably easy, sir. But if students are finding it difficult, they should practice writing a test a week, sir.
Then how about mains? GS 1, 2, 3, ethics, essay, general studies.
Yes, sir. General studies was a bit haphazard for me, so I'm not sure if I'm the right person to advise on general studies. I got pretty average marks only. But if I have to talk about my mistakes or what new aspirants should follow, they should start with mock tests. Actually, people feel that they should learn something, then go for mock tests. But what I feel is that initially, if they start writing sectional tests, they'll develop a discipline to prepare for the examinations, sir. So I think one should go for mock tests initially, and one should be meticulous about making notes for each topic, sir. I was not very meticulous about my notes, and that's why I got pretty average marks in GS, sir. But if one is sure about making crisp notes as well as corresponding statistics to those particular topics, sir, it'll give them a half mark or 1 mark edge in each question, sir, which would add up to 50 or 60 marks in the final result. And that'll boost up your rank to the top 50s or top 10s, sir. So that's the basic difference, because what I feel is that knowledge-wise, everyone is almost same. The edge comes when you make crisp notes along with statistics. So for new aspirants, I would advise to start with notes and tests, sir.
How was the interview preparation, and any specific strategy we have to follow, or you missed it, or you got advantage because of that?
I took the general route, sir, which most students take. What they do is they take each and every keyword from their DAF and prepare questions and answer for that, sir. And even I did the same thing, sir. I made some 300 or 350 questions. At least 300 questions I made, sir, and I read it once. I didn't memorize anything. If I was sure that I could answer it, I just left it alone, sir. But it was actually a kind of googly for me, sir, because not even a single question came from DAF, sir. It was not even current affairs based. It was contemporary topics, general topics like euthanasia or social media anonymity, or general things about non-performing assets or bank capitalization, India's HDI. So it was just contemporary topics like this, sir. And yes, sir, it was highly unpredictable and subjective experience. Sir. But I'm happy that I was able to score a very good marks in my interviews. I was able to score 200 marks. So I'm happy about it, sir.
Yeah, 200 is a very awesome mark. If you
Yes,
remember, sir, we had discussion after the interview. You told something to me. Do you remember? Sir, they took only for 30 minutes or some afternoon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I was actually not very confident about my performance, sir, because it was just for 20 or 25 minutes, sir. Yeah. And it was totally subjective. I mean, it was not on expected lines. So when I left the room, sir, I felt like I would be getting average marks, but after seeing the results, I was really happy, sir.
Yes. Have you made transcript?
Not yet. So actually, I tried to recollect all the questions, sir, but I was not able to recollect many questions.
Just give 10 to 15 questions which they ask, so that will be useful for the next people.
Sure. I'll make a transcript as soon as possible.
Yes. How anyone should choose optional? What should be the criteria to decide optional?
Actually, students have a freedom to choose any subject, sir. But one should start with looking at the syllabus or reading introduction, sir. If they find it appealing, they should go for it. And the other thing would be the faculties available nearby, sir. If in your locality there's a good faculty for a particular subject, and if you have a primary interest in that subject, we can blindly go for it, sir. As well as the availability of proper sources. If you have good source and a good faculty, there's no stopping you from getting good marks in anthropology. I mean, any optionals.
Yes. So, in coming to your optional anthropology, so how your preparation happened? How one should prepare anthropology?
It's almost similar to GS. One should be looking at the topics and making not crisp actually, detailed notes at first, sir. But unlike GS, it has to be a bit more academic in nature, sir. Okay. Giving proper definitions along with thinkers for each and every topic, sir. Like one should have at least two, three thinkers for each topic, something like that. It should be more academic in nature, sir. And once you're done with the notes, you can read it again and again and write as many tests as possible, sir. For me, actually, in my last mains, I was not able to score well, sir. I scored only 230 marks. And that was because my notes were not very detailed, sir. It was just basic in nature. So I was able to score only 230. But this time, actually, I was not very ready to make my notes again or expand it. So what I did was I took the easier route. So I took the previous topper's notes, sir, and combined his notes with mine and wrote the test, sir. And it was a decent score. So I scored 272 in anthropology, sir. And it's okay, sir. It was on expected lines.
Yes. 270 is a very good score this time.
Okay, yes, sir. So how was the average score in anthropology, sir?
270 means only rankers, toppers, they got averages 270. Anything above 270 is a very good score.
Okay. That's good terms. And of course, test series, sir. Your test series were really helpful, sir.
Yes. Thank you. And what should be the qualities of the student? Whether it's necessary to study 12 hours, how many hours you studied?
In the initial stages, sir, I started preparation in 2019, sir, for my 2020 attempt. For preparing the basic concepts, developing basic concepts, I was studying for like 6 to 8 hours every day, sir. But when the prelims was approaching, maybe in October 2020, I was able to scope it up to 12 hours a day, sir. Initially, it's not required to study for 12 hours. Basically, 6 to 8 hours per day is enough, sir. But it has to be consistent, sir. I feel is that this examination is a great leveler, sir. It doesn't matter your past or your academic background, sir. If you're consistent and disciplined, there's no stopping you, sir. The main issue with this preparation is consistency, sir. One time we'll be studying 8 hours, next day we'll not be studying. That's the major issue.
Yes.
That if we plan our studies and if we be consistent, then anyone can achieve success in this examinations.
100% true. Shiva, can we know about your graduation educational qualifications?
Sir, I studied metallurgical engineering, sir, from IIT Roorkee, sir. I passed out in 2018, sir. Then I worked for...
Our Rishabh Hans is also, he's also, actually, you know him, huh?
Yes, sir, yes, sir. I knew him in college itself. We worked in the same company, sir. We talked about this exam, we resigned together, and we were in contact all throughout, sir.
Oh, very good. You both are now, it's very nice.
Yes. So, yes, sir, we worked in the same company, sir. I also worked in Jindal Stainless Limited, sir. It's a stainless steel company, sir.
Yeah.
And I worked for almost 10 months, 1 year, sir. I resigned and started preparing for this exams.
Yeah. He got 539. He's from industrial, no? Industrial engineering.
Yes, sir, he's production industry engineering.
Yes. So both are very lucky, we three associated together. So, so for the students, if those who are going to write prelims this time and mains this time, from your experience, which is useful for them?
Prelims is on Sunday, right, sir? So the best thing they can do for themselves is to stay calm, sir. Actually, if people start panicking during the day of examination and they expect their performance to be similar to their mocks, sir. So at this time, the best thing they can do for themselves is to just keep the mock score aside, sir. They can look at previous year question papers, solve a few questions, sir, and revise the topic, sir, and try to be as calm as possible, sir. Because the only thing that's going to matter on the day of examination is how calm you are, sir. Because of the unpredictable nature, sir. As I said before, even if you read Lakshmikanta 100 times, it's not sure that you're going to clear it unless and until you are calm and confident.
So finally, your Vishnu sir did anything or for your performance or contribution?
Of course, sir. For anthropology, as you said, 272 is a very good score, and I attribute it to your enthusiasm, sir. Your energy is actually infectious. Because at one time when I was feeling lazy during the preparation, one thought came is that even if I'm 50% as energetic as Vishnu sir, I'll be very successful in the examination, sir. So yeah, the responsive nature of yours, sir. Even I mentioned it in the review also. Yeah. In the first test, as soon as I gave it to you, you corrected it the next day, sir. So that's a level of enthusiasm you show for your students, sir. And that has been a central factor for this decent score in my anthropology subject, sir.
True. And the interview is also 200, which is a very awesome score. Very awesome score. So I'm expecting your transcript soon.
Sure, sir. And for interview also, sir, well, the first mock interview which I gave was from this. So after the interview, I guess you reached out to me and you talked about how my interview was decent, sir, and that gave me a lot of confidence. And the input you gave was to smile a bit. Yeah. And I used that in the interview, sir. So that was also helpful.
Yes. Thank you, Shiva. Thank you. And
sure.
My namaskaram to your parents.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.